Okay, well, hi kids. Hi everyone. Well, here's Ken Ham, CEO of Answers in Genesis, Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter, and I'm a speaker and a writer. Well, but speaking is the gift the Lord gave me, but I've been training to be a baker. See, we can have fun. See,
Yep.
Christians can have fun too,
Right.
and that's what we do at Creation Museum and the Ark. People have fun. We have playgrounds. We have all that sort of thing, and we can have fun baking. So I'm here with Richard Hayho, and Richard owns Beans Cafe and Bakery at Dry Ridge, Kentucky, 5 miles from the Ark Encounter. A lot of people stay in Dry Ridge and all the hotels
Yep,
that are
they
here.
sure do.
In fact, they just built a new hotel here to accommodate all the people, although right now they're probably empty because we're closed to the public because
Yes,
of the
we are.
coronavirus, and you have problems too, and that your sit-down part of your cafe is not open,
Sit down.
but the takeaway is,
Takeaway is
and the drive-through is,
drive-through, delivery.
and
Yep.
delivery, you deliver too.
Yes, we
in
will.
the area. So there you are. See, got to be innovative in these times, right? That's what you do. But what we're going to teach you tonight, and I don't know how this happens, but they're going to teach you how to make donuts,
That's right, we are.
right?
How we make donuts.
How you make, so that's different to how other people. These are Beans donuts.
These are Beans donuts.
These are special donuts.
Yep.
Recipe handed down for generations.
Generations.
It goes back to the time of Abraham.
Something like that.
Yeah, and
It was developed off the manna
well, it goes
recipe.
back to the time of Asher in the
Right.
Bible, right?
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah,
Asher
right
was.
back to Asher.
Yeah, the king's baker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he first invented donuts. I'm
Right.
sure of it. I'm sure of that. So, Richard, I'm going to let you take it from here. And I think this is great that we do this because we're doing all sorts of programs for kids, science experiments from a Christian worldview perspective, and also animal encounters. And this is another part of life, isn't it?
Yes, it sure is.
And so I appreciate the relationship we have with you, and you take it away. How do you make a donut?
Okay, well, you have to find 2 junior bakers first. That is the key right here.
And you know
this,
them pretty well?
This is Asher, right? Hi, Asher.
Hi.
And Sadie.
Hi.
And
Hi,
they're
Sadie.
related to you?
They are they are my son and daughter.
Did you know
And
they're related to me too?
in a
It
long
goes
roundabout way?
back to Noah and back to Adam, but we're all one family, right?
Yep, we
All
are.
one race, yep.
One family. And then this is Laura. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
And Laura is our dedicated employee that is been teaching the junior bakers. So tonight we're going to show you how to make donuts. And there are 2 types of donuts. The kind we're making today involves a dough. And with a dough, you have to put it together and use yeast, and then it rises. So we're going to start, and Laura is going to direct Asher and Sadie on the recipe. So, Laura, what goes in first?
2 pounds, 4 ounces of water.
Okay. All right, Asher, if you pour that in, let's get the scale on.
So in the junior bakers course you have here that kids can enroll in, you actually show them this.
Yep, we sure do.
They can't sort of do this one at home.
This one you don't do at home, but you can certainly come to Beans and you can try out the product once it's done, or you can take the course. So you have 2 pounds, 4 ounces. Oh, a little bit over. Okay, we're going to get two. All right, a tiny bit more.
So you're weighing it.
Yeah, so we weigh it out. So in a commercial bakery, you weigh products rather than scoop them by the cup or by the gallon, because that way it's always identical. Weight doesn't change, but when you fill a cup, you can fill it a little more or a little less. All right, what goes in next, Sadie?
The 5 pounds of flour.
Okay, so this is a flour mixture that is pre-made, and so it has some different ingredients in it. It's not just flour, and Sadie is going to pour that in.
So it has some secret ingredients?
Has the secret ingredients already mixed in there. We couldn't show you that part.
No, that's the secret.
That's the secret
That's
part.
why
Yeah.
Beans donuts taste
That's
phenomenal.
how they taste the way they do. Yeah.
They do. I
Now, the
know.
reason that we put the water in first is so that the bowl stays clean. So if you add your wet in first, then when you mix it, you don't have any dry ingredients on the bottom of the bowl. All right. Is there any more ingredients, or is that it?
You got to add the yeast.
Yeast? You add the yeast? What does the yeast do, Sadie?
it makes it rise.
That's right. It's a chemical reaction. Okay, so go ahead and pour in the yeast. Now, it's a very small amount of yeast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to all the flour and mixture. Okay, what else? That's all? Okay, so what do we do next?
Then we're going to put it on the mixer for 1 minute.
Okay. All right, so let's take it over to the mixer. All right, sure. Yep. Now that's called a dough hook. And so that hook will go on there. And that's a hook that you use for bread, and that it grabs it and it mixes everything together, and then it also makes so that the product goes and it goes around the bowl, and actually friction is created when it is moving around the bowl, and the friction activates the yeast and the different proteins within the flour and allows it to begin the fermentation and rising process. So we're just going to mix it a little wee bit right now, and then we're going to take it out of the room and finish the mixing process outside and bring in the finished dough that we already mixed together just prior to this class so that we can show you how to do that. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so over here is our dough that we pre-mixed ahead of time. All right, Laura. Let's bring that in.
So what do you call that? Donut dough?
That is donut dough.
Donut dough, okay.
So it's similar properties to bread. It really is just a bread product that is used for the donut dough. Sorry, Asher. And so they're going to flour the table so that it doesn't stick.
Let's put a little flour on there.
And then a little flour on the rolling pin.
Roll it. Yep.
Asher's just going to go right at it here.
Here, let's push it closer to you.
So in the junior bakers class, do they help do this sort of thing?
They sure do. They do all of the helping with
they
the
put the ingredients in and
combining the ingredients and then mixing it, and then they each get a piece to use to make it all so that they can make their own donuts. And the best part is still to come because they get to take some home with them at the end of the night. So,
oh, I'm sure they love that.
oh, a fresh donut really is something.
And we'll put the link in the comments there, beanscafeandbakery.com/JR Bakers, Junior Bakers. So we will do that so that you can find out about the Junior Baker course here at Beans.
All right, now we were trying to make an arc shape, and I think we were pretty successful there. You know,
Oh, okay.
Is
Yeah,
it
that makes
came-
sense. Make an arc shape.
came right off the drafting table, didn't it? All right, very good. Okay, that looks nice. So you want to make, what we teach them is that when we make the donut dough like this, it has to all be flat one side to the other, and then you want to have a nice square edge. And if you have a square edge, then when you go and you cut a donut, you can cut right to the edge and not have it be too small. So you want it about as thick as your little finger along there, and then you want to get a cutter. This is a donut cutter, and it is a 3-inch circle with a small hole in the middle. Guess what comes out of that hole?
A donut hole.
A donut hole. Donut holes are a real thing.
Well, look at that.
They are not extinct. Look at that. A perfect little donut hole.
Stay as tight as you can to the edge.
Now you're turning it into a holy ark.
Yep, that's right. There's a couple of holes in there. So it might not be as float worthy as it was when it started. Okay, good job. Yep, all right, Asher. Use those things right there.
See, I can imagine lots of kids out there saying, I want to come and do the junior baker's course. Of course, they have to live in the area to be able to come here.
They would, they would.
Unless they come and stay for a month, because it's what, a 4-week course?
It's a 4-week course, yes, it sure is.
Try again.
And there might be opportunity sometime to do this on a just a one-off basis, but we're not.
Maybe we could somehow with the ARC visitors, maybe you could offer a day course or something
Offer
for
a
kids.
course, yeah.
As a bakery course or an afternoon course or something.
Sure,
So
as
maybe
part
we
of
could
it.
do something like that. I think
Yep.
that'd be great. So you can tell us if you'd like the ARC encounter, Creation Museum, to maybe have Richard Hayhoe and his team do some sort of even junior baker course compacted or something or other while you're visiting this area, then they could stay longer. They could spend more
Yeah.
time at the ARC, the Creation
That's
Museum
right.
in the area, and then the kids could be enrolled in a course like just like we do workshops.
Maybe the kids could come over here for a couple hours and make some donuts, and the parents get a little bit
Parents
of
get a little
a
time on
time
their own.
off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you get a couple more holes out? You get holes, yeah.
Yep, we can do a couple more holes, take those out. And so we line up all these donut holes, and then we'll take them over. The next thing we do after we have these all put together is they need to rise. And so we have a machine out there. It's actually a cabinet, and it's called the proofer. And it is just warm. It would be similar to a sauna. So it would be a warm, wet environment that is a yeast's best friend and will allow the donut to rise nicely. Because you want a nice, fluffy donut. All right, so they've got a bunch of holes here. So we're going to take these donuts and we're going to take them over and put them in the proofer.
Put them in the proof, you called it.
In the proofer, yep. Now,
Yep.
all of this here, this is not waste. So this is scrap. And what we do with this is we will let it rise. We'll cover it with a piece of plastic, and it will go all back together and begin to rise again, and then we'll cut it into other items. And so it may become a long john or a twist or a honey bun or even a fritter. Apple fritters are very good. So there's no waste in this process. Okay, so let's take this and let's take it out and show them where the proofer is. All right, Asher, yeah, let's go right over here. And we're just going to get a cart and put them in. All right, so right over here. Put it right on this cart here, Asher. Good, slide it right in there. All right, and these ones on the top have just come out of the proofer. So these ones were already in, and we're going to take these and we're going to fry them. So that will be what we show you next. So we're going to set these aside, and we'll put these inside the proofer now. Asher, can you open the door?
Oh, I see the name on the top there. It says proofer.
Yep, and just so there's no mistake, that's the proofer. So that's warm and wet. It's about 94 degrees. It has about an 80% humidity, and we'll leave it in there for about 20 minutes, and it'll rise nicely. Now, you saw how we make donuts over there and how we cut them out, but in the commercial bakery, this is how we do them over here. So we have a giant cutter, just like that. And the dough goes through these, and this is a rolling pin. It's a mechanized rolling pin. And so we put the dough on here, and it goes down and through that area. And it comes out, and then it goes under these rollers, and comes out as a donut on the other side.
They're not round.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Now, this donut is not round like the other one. It's more, does anybody know this shape? Asher, what shape is that?
Octagon?
Almost.
Six
Hexagon.
sides.
Oh.
Hexagon. All right, so a six-sided hexagon. And you'll see that we have some that we proofed, and you'll see what they look like at the end. They lose their hexagon shape. And the reason that we have a hexagon is if you look on here, each donut can be beside the next donut. So there is no waste. If these were round, in between each donut, there would be some scrap. And so some ingenious, brilliant engineer somewhere designed it. So, and you think of who that brilliant engineer was at the beginning, who designed the bee shape of a beehive, and I'm sure they stole it. There is no wasted real estate. So all of that comes out.
One of the things we've always said, and there's even a little kid's book like this, God created it first.
Right.
And what you often find is a lot of the things people invent like this are based on something God did.
Yep, there's no wasted space in a beehive.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that something? So, modeled after the beehive.
Beehive donuts.
Beehive donuts. All right, so over here we'll show you what happens when you put a donut through the frying process. So this is how they look like after about 20 minutes when they come out. All of these little donut holes are kind of stuck together and doubled in size. Let me show you what the size of the other one was. I'll just grab one of these, and you can see that the size changed pretty substantially. So they're about the same size, those two. That is that. And so it rises quite substantially. Asher, you put that one back? Thank you. All right, so this here is a donut fryer system. And we are going to run these donuts through here. So we're going to just close this up so we don't get splashed. And we're going to turn it on here. We're going to make sure we're at the right number. Feed table. And they're just going to file in right like that. All right. So those ones are going to go on through and they're going to fry. So we're just going to adjust it here for just a minute, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, so down here at the end of the unit is where, when they come off of here, we go ahead and we glaze them. And so these are glazed donuts already done. All right, and so we're gonna show you that. We just need to adjust it over here. All right, yeah. Okay, so there's the donuts there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these back in. He just needs to adjust the machine for a minute to get it going. All right, so let's bring these donuts in.
You can see a hint of that hexagonal shape.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't really notice that it's all hexagon like that without looking at it. So, all right, so let's take these donuts in. Oh, you already have them in there? Okay. All right. So let's go on in and see what those are like. All right, look at those. Don't those look good? Okay, so that's how they come out when they're finished through the fryer. And they look just like that. So all fried up All right, and now this is how we decorate them. So that's why it's called a dip donut, is it?
Yes.
The art of dipping. All right, and then Sadie? Well, you can sprinkle it on, or you can put it in there, whichever you'd prefer. If you like a lot of sprinkles, you do it Asher's way. If you like a few sprinkles, you do it Sadie's way.
And there it is, the finished product.
There it is.
Now, they're normal sized donuts.
Those are normal sized donuts.
Actually, they look bigger than some of the donuts you get other places, though.
Yeah, they sure are.
They look, in fact, they look a lot bigger, but you do a much bigger donut than that.
We do. We do one that is called the Texan. And that Texan donut.
So can we have a look at the Texan donut?
Yeah, let's do that. This here, we have our Texan donut. Look at the size of that one.
I've seen some of the donuts they do in some of the stores in the malls, and they're like a third of the size of just your ordinary one.
Yep, they sure are.
And then you not only have
And then
that,
you get up to that big one. That's about your day's worth of calories right there. That's a lot of burpees hidden inside of there.
So who invented the Texas donut?
Well, we did one night when it was when we had a little extra dough and a little extra time.
Yeah.
So we got out a 6-inch cutter and made that out of it. And it's been popular ever since. We sell out of them every day. So they've been great.
That is great. And of course, at the Ark Encounter, we do have, I think, donut holes.
Yep.
We often
you
get
have
donut holes
Mm-hmm.
as part of our dessert bar
Yep. At the Zara's.
at Mzara's,
Yep.
which is really great.
Yeah.
So is someone gonna try a little bit of one, or Asher? How many donuts do you eat a day? So there we are. They've Richard's just run out to check the machine out there. And okay, so you can't make donuts at home like this, obviously, but at the Junior Bakers course, they do get to make donuts, and you can find out the information from that from Beans Cafe and bakery.com/jrbakers.
Yep, they
Here we
sure
are, tasting the donut.
Oh, there's the best part right there.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Asher? Is it good? It looks really good. I already ate one today. I ate my maple donut.
You had your maple donut. That is a
So
great.
from
That's a great.
Beans.
From Beans.
Who invented
Yep.
the maple glaze?
Oh, I don't know. I think that was also the Lord. I think he invented the maple tree and
Yeah.
yep. Somebody put that together. So.
There you are. And so you use maple from the maple tree for a
Yep.
maple glaze. That is my favorite donut,
Yep.
I have to admit. So
That's a
with
great
that,
donut.
hey, thanks, Richard.
Yeah, you're
And,
very welcome.
You've really, I think, helped get the attention of a lot of kids out there,
Yep.
sitting at home, wondering what they're going to do with themselves, but they can
Yep.
come and be a junior baker.
Come and be a junior
So,
baker. and-
okay, I've
yep.
done, what, 4 of these now?
Four of these.
Have
Yeah.
I graduated yet? How long does it take for me to graduate
Yeah,
as a junior
the fourth
baker?
one. The fourth one you graduate, but I think we'll have to get you a little badge or something to pin on, and
Yeah,
maybe
some-
we'll get that done.
Something like that, or a sticker. Do you have a
Maybe
bean sticker?
Maybe a bean sticker.
Oh, okay.
You know, we'll get the graduating class gets a bean sticker. So.
Graduating class gets a bean sticker. So maybe if the kids send me photos of something they've made after watching, here we go, after watching the programs, we got lots of photos of bread and pizza dough. We did
Yep.
that. And then we did the cookies.
Yep.
So if they send us a photograph of the cookies or the bickies, maybe we'll send them a bean sticker.
All
How's
right.
that?
Good stuff.
We'll do something like that. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
great
you for
day.
coming.
Enjoy the rest of your time.
All right.